Last week, you and Jessi, the Fruity Pebbles were spilled all over the floor. She claps back at a comment that you had left with a video exposing what she claims is the definition of Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Grandpa Brett likes to drink her piss like it's dirty soda, and he gulps it down like water, and that's what Fruity Pebbles is.
What was your reaction when you saw that video?
Fruity Pebbles has been a topic that we've all teased and talked about for so long.
Yes, it was your Halloween costume.
Yes, I feel like we've all kind of poked fun at it, and as much as it was a private moment and it was something that we shared in confidence with people, and we never planned on sharing this ourselves, it was kind of this moment that I'm like, we can laugh at this point. Like, do I appreciate her doing that? No. Do I think it was wrong? Yes. However, is it something that like got us down for days? No, like we jumped right on to just like playing into it and being like, well, what do? We have nothing else left to do other than just like own it and have fun with it. So that's what we decided to do.
You know, there's a lot of people that would have just ignored it, but you put out a statement confirming what it was.
Yeah.
Why do that?
I think I just thought that it's out there and it's gonna be talked about enough, and it was teased and there was video footage of like acting it out. Michaela and Macy kind of acted out what it was in season 1. There's a lot of tease around it. So at that point, I'm like, it's been teased enough, and if you haven't put it together, like really no one ever guessed what it was when they would try to guess what Fruity Pebbles was. No one guessed it.
No, the internet was shocked.
Yeah.
Over what the real definition of Fruity Pebbles is.
Yeah, rightfully so. It's not the norm. It's not the norm. One-time thing, never happened since. But I think for me, it had been teased enough to where it wasn't this big shocking thing for me, at least. Right. And so I was able to handle the comments and everything with just more levity.
Yeah.
Which was nice, because it's an awkward topic. I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, I had to go to Thanksgiving the next day. It was not ideal.
Well, by
any means.
I do need to point out, you did bring a Fruity Pebbles dish to Thanksgiving. You made a TikTok about it.
I did, my family died. They loved it.
Okay, so there were a lot of raised eyebrows that were like, okay, Brett's son is in this video.
Yeah.
I mean, did you have to have a conversation with him about this? Does he get the context?
Yes, and it was cute. He reached out to his dad and he just said, Dad, I love you. I know who you are. Like almost like parenting him through it. He was just like, I do not want you to worry about me in Rome. We are totally good. Like what you and Demi do, like first and foremost, that wasn't cool of Jessi to do. And secondly, like what you guys do behind closed doors is no one else's business and for no one else to judge. And I was like, Cole, like way to go. He just so mature and handled it so gracefully. So when we were making TikToks at my family's house, and
so everyone from the family knows it.
Yes, and they all joined, like happily joined in. They wanted to be in the content. They were like, let's make this fun and funny. Like, we're not gonna let this get you down. You have so much, so much else going on that you could be worried about. Let's just have fun with this. So they were the ones that wanted to be in the TikToks and everything. Hindsight, I was like, this is, related to an intimate relationship.
Yes.
And although Cole's 18 and a consenting adult, still, we posted it, and when we saw the comments rolling in of people being like, your kid, really? I was like, I didn't really piece that together. I should have thought that through a little bit more.
So maybe you would have done that differently.
Yes, I should have subbed in my dad, which is weird to say.
Oh my God. I don't know which one is worse.
I think maybe the stepson. Yeah. That was definitely, once it went up, we were like, dang it, we should have thought that through.
Okay.
That's my only regret with that. But I will say he totally was like, let's have fun with it. Let's do it. He's 18 years old. He consented to it and was totally fine with it and laughing and had fun.
And of course, this was all revealed last week as a result of this really toxic back and forth that we've watched play out on social media between you and Jessi. I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people are kind of confused at this point. Like, we watched these two women be friends, they filmed together. I think it's upsetting to a lot of people to see what this friendship has come to.
Yeah.
Do you want to see resolution with Jessi?
It's so tough. Relationships are so nuanced and tough. There was that bond in the beginning, but then it got rocky on both ends, and things were said and things were done, and it makes it tricky to go back. I'm not the person that's ever gonna say never, but it's hard in this environment. Like, we've kind of proven that at this point.
Do you think there's a world where you can make amends, or on your part, are you donezo?
On my end, 100%.
Can make amends.
Yes, absolutely. I would be putting my foot in my mouth if I said otherwise. I've watched it happen with Whitney. I've seen Whitney and Michaela. If Whitney and Michaela can become friends again,
there's hope for Demi and Jessi.
There is hope for Demi and Jessi. And she's gonna throw up and hate that I'm saying this. But truthfully, it's like, at the end of the day, we're not that far off. Like, you're never that far off. You're just kind of missing each other. And I feel like there is a world where we could sit down and hash things out and mend things.
Yeah.
At least on my end. There has to be a willingness on the other end. I wish her well. It's broken my heart to see her go through everything that she's been going through. And I have kind of a little bit more context to Jordan and Jessi's relationship and seeing what she's gone through personally and how hard that's been on her. And I know she also has past trauma and past relationship issues. And I don't, at the end of the day, like, I never wish anyone ill will, and I don't want to ever see anyone fail or suffer. I don't. And regardless of me contributing in any way to drama, it's never meant to hurt anyone. And if it does, that makes me feel bad. Like, I don't want to watch her suffer. I want to see her do well, and I hope she is doing well.
Is it fair to say I'm sitting with a different Demi than the girl who was clapping back on social media maybe a week or 2 weeks ago?
No, same girl.
Same girl? Okay, because it sounds like you're singing a little bit of a different tune.
Yeah, two things can be true. I feel this way, and this is my higher self speaking, and then I have my moments of seeing things for what it is. And I think both of those things can exist and be true.
So much of the drama between you and the other girls stems from what allegedly happened during your visit to Vanderpump Villa with Marciano. Now, Lisa Vanderpump and the network executives have said nothing that constitutes sexual assault took place. And I'd like to know what happened in your words.
Unequivocally, what I've said happened. I was sexually assaulted and inappropriately touched without my consent. And it's 2025, almost 2026, and we've come so far. And yet I am on a reality TV show, and I go to another reality TV show to be filmed, and the whole castle's lit up with cameras. And there is footage in the hallway that this happened.
So you claim that this is all captured on camera?
Yes.
Because Lisa and the network executives have said that they've reviewed the footage and that nothing happened.
That's not true.
So how do we get the footage? Is that what you're working towards?
Yes, and I sent a demand letter for the footage to prove my innocence. I had a hunch that this would be the case, that I wouldn't be believed, and that this would be covered up. And so I reached out and demanded the footage, and I got a response saying that they did not have access to the footage and that they could not share that with me. So I would love for the footage to be out there because I know it proves that I'm telling the truth. And it's unfortunate that it's to this point. And I hate that it's to this point. Can I just say that? Because this was something that led to such weird behavior, and I admit that it was weird, and the text messages that I sent Marciano and trying to befriend him and keep him close was all behavior trying to keep this at bay so that this didn't come out and this didn't happen, that it wouldn't become legal and this big emotional burden and this thing that we're talking about and a conflict between the women of, do we believe her, do we not? This is so confusing. This is everything I was trying to avoid, and I almost did the opposite by trying to control that and trying to not have it come out. And that was a huge lesson for me because, again, back to the whole feeling like I needed to placate Marciano and I needed to keep him on my good side, and all of that stems from trauma and dealing with men that treat women poorly and they, feel like their autonomy is taken away. And that is exactly what happened. And it's unfortunate because now here we are talking about it, and I never wanted to ruin Marciano's reputation. I never even wanted this to be a topic of conversation. And so it's unfortunate because now it's a topic of conversation, and it's a, did it happen, didn't it? And that's the worst position to be in as a woman, because all you hope to be is believed, especially when all you're trying to do is tell the truth and say, this is what happened. And so, yeah, it sucks. I'm gonna be so honest, it sucks to not be believed. And this is a huge reason why I haven't come out about past things. This is a huge reason why women don't come forward in general and they don't say anything, because now I'm the poster child of, she's lying about being sexually assaulted, which is not the case. And that's unfortunate, because what that is now signaling to women watching is, even if I feel uncomfortable, I'm not coming forward because look what's happening to Demi. And that is the complete opposite message we should be sending to women. And it's very, very scary for victims, and victims of much worse. I think the biggest thing that people want to get on me for is that they think that I was trying to compare what happened to me in the villa versus what happened to Macy or Michaela. That is not the case whatsoever. I understand that there are different severities. My whole point in saying anything with that was to simply state that a victim is a victim. No matter what happened, if you felt uncomfortable and this genuinely happened, you have every right to come forward and use your voice to defend yourself and to advocate for yourself.
Where do we go from here?
I'm ready to move past all of this. Like I said, I don't even want to say his name anymore. But I said what I said. I meant it. It's the truth. It's actually what happened. And all I can do is prove that as a woman, even if you're not being believed, even if all of the receipts or the outside perspectives are stacked against you, you can still stand on the truth and know that with you, you're good. And with God, you're good, because God knows. God knows what happened.
There's a lot of people online that are disturbed by a comment that you left Marciano, bringing up his father who's no longer alive.
Yes.
Is that something that you regret doing? Do you think that line was fair to cross?
No, not at all. I regretted it the minute I pressed send. It was in a moment of rage, and it's not an excuse. I fully take it back, and that was an awful thing to say. I definitely stooped down to his level. I was like, oh, Demi, even for you, that was low. That was not okay.
Okay. So
I immediately regretted it. I deleted it, like I posted it, and I was like, nope. And I deleted it right away, but lesson learned there, like once it's out there, it's out there.
Right.
And
So
a lot of
that's-
things you can't take back. So yeah, it was definitely stupid. I should not have said that, and I apologize to the family. And it was, I mean, I would be so sad if people started bringing up my mom and her cancer journey and everything with that. So I can only imagine, just human to human, that just stinging so hard.
What is your message to Marciano?
Everything I've said about Marciano up until this point, other than the comment about his dad where I crossed the line, I stand by. He is not truthful. He is lying. Not only lying about what actually happened at Vanderpump Villa, but lying about the relationship that we had. It was made crystal clear multiple times that my husband and I are great and that we were just friends. I mean, and he's also admitted to people that are close to me that he lied about us kissing. He lied about the relationship that we had to cover up him and Jessi, to try to get more airtime. He's admitted these things. And so for me, it's just like, just be honest. Like my message to him is just be honest. At this point, truthfully, like if you want a way forward in this world, it is honesty and accountability. And I've learned that the hard way on things that I haven't taken accountability for. And I hate giving this man advice to succeed. That feels wrong because he doesn't deserve that. But just be honest.
He took the lie detector test, and so did Jessi on the show.
Have you ever had sexual intercourse with Marciano? It says no. True?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're good on that one.
Okay, good.
Okay, number 2. Besides those 2 kisses, have you ever had any sexual physical contact with Marciano? No. Inconclusive.
Wait, what? But I already said I didn't have, like, what? I know, I don't
It
get
could
that.
also be like your guys is like being like touchy.
Well, yeah,
and,
like we were touchy and so, but like,
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because that contradicts.
What did you make of those results?
I thought it was odd because they failed multiple questions, but then Jessi got on the phone with Jordan saying they passed with flying colors. And the question that they asked about kissing and then also did anything else happen, it was like a 2-3 part question that is a very strange way to ask that question. I don't think it was fairly asked.
Would you be down to take a lie detector test?
I actually had the opportunity to do one in season 3. And Jessi actually didn't want to. We were both gonna do it, and she didn't want to do it. So we both just backed out of it and just ended up not doing it.
But then she wound up doing it with Marciano.
She did it before, and I said, let's do it again and let's make the questions better. And I wanna make sure that they're asked properly. And
So will you take one in season 4?
Probably not. Like at this point, I'm so ready to move on and I know the truth.